What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy. Let me move this mic a little closer. Your boy Deonte Burden, aka Mr. Short Dollar himself. Got a live feed with you guys tonight to discuss something that I've been pushing for the past year or so since I got my How to Start Your Own Tax Preparation course. I had a discussion with you guys tonight. If you're ready to start your own tax business for 2024, again, are you ready to start your tax business in 2024? If you guys don't know, I'm an accountant by profession. In regards to having this YouTube channel, I've had my own tax preparation business for 22 years. I've been 22 years in the game, been an accountant about 25, 26 years. So I'm well versed with the industry. I've had my own preparation business. I have several, other businesses as well, but the main business has been the tax preparation business. So with that said, with all the years I've been in the game, I've acquired a lot of knowledge. We've had the course for a couple of years, and I try to push this, not necessarily teach people how to actually do taxes. This is the quick way, the way to get over whatever. I teach you an efficient way to start and create and run a viable tax preparation business where you're going to be able to stay in the game and be able to make money. One of the biggest things I think that I see a lot of people pushing for people to get in the tax preparation business is they're pushing the actual amount of money you can get. You can make $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. You can make more than that, which is possible. Is it realistic when you first start getting in the business? No, it's not. And reason why I want to say this is because at the end of the day, you got to be realistic about what business you're getting into, and the business that you're getting into is the financial business and also the private business. What I mean by the private business, people are going to have to be able to give you their private information, and they have to trust you. You have to have a system in place to be able to protect that information. And a lot of times people think that, a lot of times you may be, doing things for over the years for family members and friends and things like that, and people come to you, get their taxes done, and you may charge maybe $100 to do it, and everybody think you're pretty good because you're playing around with TurboTax or something like that. And then you say, well, hey, I want to go out there and do my own thing, get into the business, I can make more money doing it. And you find out real quick, once you start paying for software, once you start paying for supplies, those margins really ain't the same because you have to be realistic. Once you start off cheap with something, people are going to expect you to stay that way because that's why they came to you from the get-go. If not, they would have went to H&R Block and Jackson Hewitt. So you got to be realistic about certain things. And also people that know you, when I say on the private side, people that know you, love, and care about you, they're going to continue to do that, but they're not going to be as quick to give you that personal information. People don't want you to know, exactly how much they make, what all things they got going on. They got garnishments, they have different levies and stuff going on. They don't want you to know that. They love you, they support you, but are they going to be able to help push your business going forward? And a lot of times people don't really find that out until they get into the business. And the other thing that people have to be realistic about is knowing what type of person you are. Everybody's not a go get money type person. And when you actually starting a business up, and I don't care what it is, if it's tax preparation, lawn care, you want to be a barber, electrician, whatever it is, you have to have some kind of system in place, even if it's you or somebody else pushing the product or pushing the service. You have to have that stuff in place for you to expect people to want to solicit your product, solicit your service. So that's what we got the Mr. Short Dollar tax, tax preparation course. Well, I'm putting everything that I have. I'm teaching you exactly what you need to know to start the business, run the business efficiently, how to market, receive clients and stuff like that. I'm not in the business of teaching people, hey, this is how you get this big refund. You can write this stuff, I'll write that stuff off. I'm a damn accountant. So I don't expect people to know what I know. Most of the time we use these softwares as a basic return. The software a lot of times going to do most of the stuff for you. When you start getting more complex things, people have businesses, people have investments, rental properties and things like that. That's when you probably need somebody with a different skill level. But if you just want to get into the business, and what I do push with the business is continued education, making sure you're doing your staying in compliance with the IRS, making sure that you're getting more and more equipped with the different processes and systems and laws and regulations coming out there. I'm always going to push that. I'm going to push you the right way to do it, because at the end of the day, that's how you stay in the game with doing it. And any money that you can make trying to, do things a slick way and cut corners, it's not worth it. You're going to lose that stuff in penalty fees and legal fees and stuff like that. So at the end of the day, I'm teaching you how to do it right, but I'm teaching you the most effective way possible of doing it. You don't stay in business over 20 years and this is what I do. I mean, I bust my tail 4 or 5 months out of the year, and the other 7 or 8 months out of the year, anybody knows me, I'm sitting here doing this, having fun all the time. So do I think you can be like me overnight? No. But I do think that you can put yourself in a better place if you have a realistic approach looking at year 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I think you can put yourself in a very good place if you have some kind of staggered approach. And I go through all that information in the course. Now, to give you guys a little background information about me, again, I am an accountant by profession. I've been doing the YouTube channels Changing Lives, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. And what we had right now, Mr. Short Dollar, which is a finance channel. We talk about finance, entrepreneurship, and investing. Been doing that for about 6-7 years. But my main business is Majestic Business Services. All links and everything in the description section of the video. But I've been in business, my own business, over 20 years. And where I got started in what were we talking about? Maybe 2001, 2002. When I first got started in the business, we were just similar to what I was talking about before. I was a young accountant, doing friends and families, taxes and stuff like that. Young father as well, trying to find a supplemental income. With my oldest son he's 28, 29, maybe 30 now. Got 4 kids, guys. Y'all got to bear with me. But he was younger. He was playing all these travel balls and all this other kind of stuff. We were a young couple trying to figure out, how we're going to pay for this, that, and that. Like, hey, we're not doing taxes. So we started doing taxes, and we started, going from there, just, campaigning with family members and friends. And that's why I found out early, people can be glad that you got your business, but they just don't want you to know their personal business. And I found that, unfortunately, the hard way, because I actually needed the money back then to try to do it. Even though I was a degree, professional accountant, and I want to get a disclaimer. There's nothing wrong with it. People want to know not wanting you to know their personal information. Also, people want to make sure you have some kind of degree of credibility. And that's usually, and yeah, I knew I was educated, knew I was an accountant, but just more so to see you from the sidelines if you're going to do well for a couple of years, because a lot of times people start a business up and they get started in the business, and what'll happen is, after a while, when things don't necessarily go the way they want to go, they'll get out of it, right? So that was one of the things that I experienced the first couple of years. So maybe like 2003, I was just, maybe stacking around probably about 20, 30 clients from first couple of years, if that. And maybe 2003 is a guy, Rob Wilson. Rob Wilson, I don't know if Rob still got a show here in Atlanta. It was a WAOK talk radio station. There was a sister station with V103, which is the main FM station here in Atlanta. And it's 0304, but Rob was had like a business network, and he would let me, call in and do things in different segments as the tax guy. So I was getting an opportunity. And now, put in perspective, AOK was an AM channel, but it was V103 being the biggest, I think, R&B black radio station in Atlanta at that time. Um, they still had, probably a listener audience, probably a million people, even though it was on the AM dial, with doing it. And that gave me an opportunity. And I can be honest with you, I was extremely scared, extremely nervous about doing it because I had never really did any kind of broadcasting or anything like that and stuff. But Rob was giving people opportunities, man. Big shout out to Rob too, man. And I think Rob still got his AOK. I'm not for sure though. And I've seen him several times over the years, since then and stuff. But for probably like maybe about 2 or 3 years, man, he let me just come and do this and other businesses too. But he let me come and this is tax. This is Deonte Burden with Majestic Business Services, servicing individual small business needs. People call in with tax questions and stuff like that. It was able to do that. Gave me opportunity to brand myself, market myself, and also kind of get comfortable on the mic with talking. Because I think people find out real quickly. It's one thing to just want to talk around people, but when you are live and you got people coming at you calling their radio station, it's extremely nerve wracking if you've never done it before. So what happened with that, doing it, man, that gave me a lot of social proof, and the floodgates went open. And so from that point, that's when, business just turned around, because I was doing taxes out of my starter home that I lived in. Booyah. There we go. Listen, I apologize, but guys, y'all got to bear with me. I've had some a little internet trouble and everything like that, but the Wi-Fi went out. I'm glad everybody's still there. But I was saying again, even with starting those early years, I was doing all of the radio stuff and everything like that. I didn't have the mentorship, and a lot of times, take consideration, we're talking about early 2000s. So there was no, the World Wide Web isn't what it is now. So you didn't have all this Google searches and everything like that. Actually, the main vehicle for advertising promotion was the radio. So that's when, radio station was making astronomical amounts of money advertising and pushing and stuff like that. So it was no OJT trying to push your own thing. You can learn and record at home and all that kind of stuff like that. It wasn't that going on. So that was it. And it was trial and error. But when I did it, I tell you guys, my business exploded because again, people started calling in, asking tax questions and things like that. I was able to facilitate it. And one thing about it, and I would tell anybody to get in this particular business, it's just like if you're a doctor, if you're an attorney, if you don't know, you don't know. There's nothing wrong with saying, I don't know, I'll get back with you. One of the biggest problems, I think you got too many people that will say a certain thing, the tax law, you can write this off, and they really don't know what the hell they're talking about. There's nothing wrong with saying, I don't know. Again, now, remember what I said, the course, I'm going to teach you, how to look for certain things in regards to how to find facts, how to find out what's what, how to do certain things. We don't give out, tax preparation. When we hire people, we train them as far as the laws and everything, teach our system. But what I'm selling you guys is my system. Everything from operational, everything from advertising, everything from marketing, all that stuff will be included with the course and give you tidbits. And we also offer coaching additionally with the course as well. If you want to go further with everything with that, in this case, you want to have ongoing coaching sessions during once the tax season starts up. But again, we started that up, everything grew. Just say even when all through the 2000s, everything's been pretty fine. Everything pretty fine. We've had a couple of slowdowns here and there, mainly probably because, when I started business, I've had two. And then now I have four of them, two kids. I mean, now I have 4 kids. Late 2018, 19, all that stuff. I was going through a divorce. So things kind of changed a little bit in regards to availability, concentration, things like that. But one thing that happened with us, let's say in the mid 2013, 14, 15, now when I was getting my master's degree, we did a lot of virtual, group meetings and stuff like that. Grad school, everything's about team building and functioning with that. But that's when we were using the Google Hangouts. They don't have Hangouts anymore. They have Google Meets. But long story short, we were doing the Google Hangouts and they had to meet. Skype was, kind of in there too. But Zoom wasn't prevalent or anything then. But with that said, I started offering remote services where I would pitch to people doing it. Nobody really wanted to do it. People still, kind of old school, want to meet in person, drop the stuff off. That was fine. We had the mobile services as well. Here comes the pandemic, 2019, 2020, pandemic hits. Everybody closes and shuts down, except yours truly. I reinvented, put a lot of money into advertising. So when Jackson U and H&R Block him shut down and stuff like that, your boy got real fat. I'm not going through a lot of stuff personally, but business was booming. And I say all this to say that I've always been the type of person, when things change, things adjust, I've always been able to just pivot with those changes, because you keep in mind when I started, depending on your age, you may remember the rapid refund era where, it was early 2000s. People just put stuff in and you get $2,000 or $3,000 in, 24 hours, hell, maybe 12 hours. A lot of other products were there. I mean, it was just booming. There wasn't that much competition. There wasn't that much as far as software. There definitely wasn't a lot of people doing their own tax returns. I mean, so it was a great business to get into, right? You still had to have the certain compliances with filling things out, but because the internet was still not infancy stage, but it wasn't as promoted much, especially with Google, you didn't have a lot of competition because people didn't necessarily know all the barriers to entry to get into the business, right? So everything was great. Those mid 2010 to 2018, 19, all that stuff is slowed down because now you got more people coming in, not necessarily even in the business, but also people doing it themselves. So it's been a decline. But I always will say this, guys. You can look at it and say it's a saturated market. Over 300 million people in the United States. Majority of them work. They got to get their taxes done. There'll still never be enough preparers to service all the people who need their taxes done. So you will make money. Okay, you can just look at statistics. There are not enough. You just can't. You have to go be able to go into everything with the right perspective of you still got to solicit business, know how to market, know how to advertise, get businesses for you. What I see right here, I'm Oracle definitely. Future. Lord, don't do that. Please don't stop. This TikTok something else, man. I be getting folk from the damn moon coming on my live feed. Uh again, what they said, it's always something crazy that throws me off. I apologize. But you'll always be able to, find, just, as long as you do everything for getting your niche and getting everything together. And we provide all the information in the course, how to draw back, get that customer base, find the right one, how to market, how to advertise, and help you get all that stuff together. But one thing about it, again, I had to, when I was doing the stuff on the radios and just going forward, I really pushed everybody to understand who you are. And I talk about this a lot on the YouTube channel, knowing who you are. You can't have 30, 40, 50, $100,000 expectations if you don't have that kind of work ethic or that go get attitude. Because when you go to work, you do your job, they pay you a salary. You definitely can go out here and work for yourself or do something on the side and make money. But if you're not the type of person to go out there and really handle no's and hell no's and hell or hell f no's, you have to be built a certain way and move a certain way where you can actually keep going past it. Where they say no, let me keep moving. Certain things have to be in place for you to be able to, you have to have a certain attitude. Just give me 1 second. Let me get a couple done right quick. I had some guy with his shirt off in TikTok trying to tell me my fortune. Lord have mercy. I don't need to know that. But listen, again, being to have the right attitude to do certain things. Again, if you want to sit there and say, well, listen, I want to grow a thrive and tax business, you got to have a certain mentality to be able to go through a lot of headaches and bumps. So you want to be the type of person where you just want to, off season, I just want to make a little supplemental income, do a couple things and stuff. That's fine. But you have to be realistic of who you are. And with the tax course, we help you assess your demeanor and things you probably can work on, help yourself improve with that. But that's one of the biggest things, because so many people want to get into this particular business with certain expectations because they see other people make money. They see and they heard about other people doing certain things. And then a lot of people lie about the money that they make and what they're doing. They say they're making X amount of money, or they may not be telling the truth about some of the fraudulent stuff they're doing. And when people get into it, it's like, hey man, this isn't what I thought. And I've seen it many a time over the years. People that have worked with me left and step out and did their own, and probably just maybe wasn't the wisest thing. I'm always a big proponent of going out and doing your own thing, but I'm always saying, listen, make sure that you're in a good space where you understand certain things. There is no limit you can put on experience and with certain, but when the time is right, I think it's good to move. And when do you know when the time is right? I think that, opportunities and stuff like that are going to be much greater where you have to leave. And that's how I've always been a big proponent of that. When, your side business taking over your job money, it's time to go to the side business. All the other stuff, just like, hey, I'm just going to do my own thing. I'm going to step out on faith. Hey, you hold your pants up with your shoestrings. So you need to be very careful about doing that. A couple things that we talk about with the course is, again, let's go through a couple things just for marketing. Marketing is who you're going to push your product and service to. Everybody's going to have a different market. You may have a younger group, you have a professional group, white, blue, black, green, yellow, male, female, certain industries and things like that. We help you figure out who that person is. How does your customer look? Where are they at and everything? And then, help choosing what channels to get to them, i.e. that being your advertising piece. Like I said, when I first started, there was the radio was the main mode of marketing. Also, people print out flyers and run around sticking out stuff in folks' cars and in gas stations and parking lots, all that crazy. I went through that whole era with doing that kind of stuff, but that was the nature of everything. When you want to have your business out, go print some flyers out and do it, and you still have some businesses where you can do that now, but that's 20, 30 years ago. That's not really how everything functions now, because everybody lives off their phone. But we went through that. Those were the challenges to do it. Fast forward to now, you have your phone, you have the internet, that being, your desktop, your phone, that can, be text messages. There are so many different channels. And it's not, to me, necessarily was a right way, but when you it backs by knowing to who that person is, your customer, what how you gonna get in contact with them? Do your customers mostly look at text? Do your customers mostly look at email? Do your customers mostly look at social media, whatever? Working back, finding out okay how to reach and get in contact with them. We go through the whole blueprint and how to look at them, how to market to them, what channel to advertise, and also kind of helping you out looking at from a calendar standpoint what you need to be doing at different points of the year in regards from a marketing standpoint and an advertising standpoint and what you need to be sending to them. So all this is part of the course, right? So we'll help you draft that out and do it. And also, like I said again, we offer additional coaching in beside it. So I'm not going to be selling you a product with the course where hell, you just buy something, you stuck with it. If you look at any one of the videos that we have, Mr. Short Dollar, we're giving out tons of free information. I'm not never ever selling any damn thing with anything that we do. It's always things to help people, help assist people from a business financial standpoint, right? So it's nothing like I don't have a history of always with my palms up trying to get something from people, right? We got products, so we got some of the merchandise, we'll sell that. But as far as the course, I'm just letting you know, like, look, man, I'm going to give you over deliver. But what we're going to provide for you as far as really getting started with your tax business. Feel free, guys. You got any questions or comments and everything. Right now, we're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Twitter. Again, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Twitter. The main hub is the Mr. Short Dollar YouTube channel. Mr. Short Dollar YouTube channel. Now, if you're viewing us on Instagram and on TikTok, when I do a couple of the screen shares and stuff, you won't be able to see it, but you are welcome to go to Mr. Short Dollar on YouTube so you can check the whole live out in its entirety. You'll be able to see the information that's on there, okay? Let me see. So that's it. Okay. The next thing, like I said, a lot of times when I mentioned from the beginning, people are going to give you their sensitive information, name, address, social security number, bank information, and the same information typically with their children, right? So you got to have proper systems and things in place where, we're in the digital age now. We have so much cybersecurity, cyber threats and things like that. How to have the proper channels in place to help people protect their information, how the right systems in place where people in your office not giving the information out. You have a lot of things from a fraudulent standpoint that happen in the tax preparation industry from customers and also the people working in there. And of course, we go over all that information, how to protect yourself, protect your customers. Because again, I didn't mean to, or we didn't anticipate that going to happen. That's not going to protect when the IRS comes. They just dropping $300, $400, $500 fines. Sometimes they might pat you on the hand, say, "Hey, you do better next time." But we teach you all the systems to have in place to protect you and your clients to have that. And a lot of times people go to certain places. One of the first questions people ask during tax season, being a new client, is, "What do y'all charge? What do you charge?" And you give them a price. And let me say this too: market is market. You can do a Google search and find out what the market price of tax preparation businesses are in your area. It's not. You can even call H&R Block and Jackson Hewitt. They're kind of like the market. So you can be above and below, depending on what you want to do. But you got to be realistic about your prices and stuff like that. If you want to go out there and do now slavery wages, that's fine. But you're not going to really make any money. You'll stay busy, but you ain't going to make any money. But again, one of the first questions that people do ask is, what do you guys charge? Now, I always say to people, now, I'm not going to get into a deep discussion. If you're finna give me all your personal information, name, social security, bank account information, do you want somebody to do your shit for $100? Do you really want that? Because they can't pay for any kind of antivirus software. They're not going to be able to have any kind of systems in place to protect your information. They can't. They probably got everything on the damn laptop or something like that they're leaving around to everybody, and then you be shot the next year when somebody got your child's social security number. So at the end of the day, you got to be kind of weary. People have to be weary of that, but that's a whole nother conversation. But you want to have the proper systems in place to be able to protect that information. We go over that with the course. With the course, we also, push everyone, make sure they're staying in depth with all, the unique laws and regulations. You don't have to be a tax guru. You don't have to be a tax attorney. You don't have to be a CPA or anything like that. You just need to know what's needed for what you're doing. if you're doing basic tax preparation, somebody has a W-2, somebody may have a home, somebody may have some medical stuff, these things like that, simple stuff. You really just need to know, be abreast of, local, updated tax changes, things like that. Experience, you have a situation every now and then, a person come in with this form, that form. You can do a Google search. I always tell you can go to irs.gov. Where they explain most of those forms is probably at a seventh grade reading level, so it's not nothing too difficult where you can get lost at. So it's a very good reference in regards to just if you have questions and stuff, you can go to irs.gov and find certain information out. But stay in the depth of those tax laws and understanding, not the interpreting the laws where you feel like it's benefiting you. Because I get calls all the time. Hey, have you heard about this? Have you heard about that? And again, they'll say this is the new tax law. This is the tax credit under these constraints, not the constraints that you just made up in your head. Hey, I can get you back this because you qualify for that. You're like, nah, that's not the case, right? And a lot of times people get caught up in all kind of things. Your client then got messed up and they want to come back to you and you don't have certain things in place to protect you or them. It can be a real cluster mess. So you want to make sure that you're really on top of everything as far as knowing, new laws and regulations and things like that. Okay. Another thing that we push you guys to know part of the course is, and again, we're talking about how to start your own tax business course. Make sure you go to Mr. Short Dollar on YouTube. I got the link for that in every video as well. I can't put this right here on the, what's the name? The TikTok. I don't know why I forgot to put that in the Instagram. But definitely, guys, you can go to the YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and not TikTok, Twitter, and LinkedIn. All the links there are there as well. But another thing we do push, guys, is make sure you have the proper secure insurance things in place. Errors and omissions, those kind of things happen. You also have different kind of products out there where you say you can have audit insurance that you can pay for on your end, or you can push it down to the customer. All of it just a small nominal fee that you can have in place, because it's not uncommon to make a mistake, spell somebody's name wrong, transpose numbers where you have something you read it wrong, put it in. Things happen, right? And you just need to make sure that you can be responsible when things are happening. And that being we can just go over what you listen. This is how you handle situations. Because when people call you and things go wrong, this is really what helps your business, because anybody can handle counting money. But when you've made a mistake or something went wrong, or you didn't do nothing at all, but they got a letter from the IRS, how you handle that is a big determining factor in regards to how you're going to be able to grow your business, right? So a lot of times when people get that together. A lot of times when people call you with an issue in regards to something they got back from the IRS, or they felt like they had a question, how you handle that is everything, because that's going to determine, them coming back next year, and also doing what's most important, bringing more people back with them, right? We know in business it's very expensive to get new customers, but it's a very small amount of money that you have to spend just retain people. Take care of folks, make them feel good, and make them bring some more people back to you, i.e. Christmas cards, i.e. birthday cards, grandbaby come, folks get married, funerals. Just keep in contact with your people. That's all you got to do. Little things like that is what builds your tribe, where people will stay with you for years and years and years. And the people we started with know too, a lot of them, we're doing their grandkids' taxes now, right? No additional advertising and everything like that. Just maintain the relationships. And we go through all that stuff with the actual course as well. Also, I'm sharing with you guys my systems in regards to during the tax season and the off season, things to have in place from a marketing, like I said, marketing, advertising, systems in place in regards to from the moment a person hits the door, what happens from a greeting standpoint, intake, processing, walking them out the door, and then when they get back home, how we're still going to make sure we're getting in contact with them. We get that whole system in place, right? Off season, during the season, all those things in place. Break that down to you in regards to when things go wrong, things are sent to the IRS, you get a reject letter, how to handle that stuff, how to follow back with them. Each step we're doing it from a brick and mortar, that being a physical location, and also from a virtual standpoint. I'm giving you all these systems on how to run the tax business from both. So it's not just I'm just telling you how to get a tax business, and this is the cookie cutter way. I'm going to show you how to run a tax business from a brick and mortar standpoint and from a virtual standpoint, right? Now keep in mind, my company is Majestic Business Services. I put the link for it in here. Yeah, you can do a Google search on us. Like I said, I'm 20 years in the game, so I'm not sitting here. I'm not sitting here running my mouth about this is what I did, this is what I heard, anything like that. I can say that proudly. I'm 20 years in the game. You can research me. You can run Google searches, better business bureaus and stuff like that. You ain't finna say I ain't never made a mistake, but anybody know me, I'm gonna stand behind my work, and we're gonna make sure we take care of you the best we can. So you definitely, can make sure you look us up. Make sure I ain't got no comments or anything in here, but definitely you want to look the business up. Do you Google search and everything like that? Same thing with the YouTube as well. But we're also giving those things out, like I said, from a brick and mortar and a virtual standpoint. Teach how to follow up with customers. Make sure you have a realistic plan. This is very important. A realistic plan will grow for your tax business, because a lot of times, again, people get into the business because they hear so much, hey, I can make this amount of money and all that kind of stuff if you charge this. And we're going to do additional videos about this. But people will bring that stuff up about that. But it's not realistic. It's not realistic. And the reason why I say it's not realistic is because people aren't going to just jump out unless you got some kind of celebrity or something like that backing you to let you just come out there and do their taxes, right? You don't have the proof, the social proof where people feel comfortable bringing things to you. They know you, they love you, glad they happy you started your business. But they're going to be real quick to turn around and let you look into their personal information. It's not going to be a lot of them that do that initially. I'm going to be honest with you. I think a fair number, be honest with you, your first year with doing taxes, 10 to 15. I think that's a fair number. Maybe you can double that your second year, third year, maybe go on your 40s, and maybe 5 years in you be doing 50. You can get you a brick and mortar location, be set up in a certain place. But being realistic, right? You got to be honest with yourself with those, what are the demographics for that area? But we go through all that with the course, because again, why would you get a place that's going to charge you $1,500, $2,000 a month and rent to do the taxes, but you don't really necessarily know if you're going to have a customer base to be able to sustain that and cover rent and cover the staff, the overhead you got in there in regards to paying everybody the wages they have, We'll teach a different system in regards to, when hiring people, what to look for, what question to ask, different ways you can pay them, be it hourly, be it a flat rate, be it commission. I run a commission-based business. I give people certain percentages, and I can just tell you that, guys, because they ain't put people know that I've been in the business long enough. We do different splits and with the preparers we have. We let them share our system or what we're doing. And we get that pay them per return, give them that commission off that with doing it. And again, guys, there are different ways you can actually do the business, but we share that information. And then from that point, you can make the decision from that. And if you need any kind of additional coaching or consulting and with that, we can provide that for you guys as well. Let me see one over there. Also kind of teach you guys from, just the power and partnerships we're dealing with. Other local small businesses, if you're dealing with people in the real estate, insurance, attorneys, different people, because a lot of times people come to you. I'm a little old school when it comes to business. I've never been a big proponent of people calling me and we sharing information off the rip. I think we got to have a drink. I think we got to have a conversation, lunch or something like that, so I can get a feel for you. You can get a feel for me, because I work hard for my book of business. I work extremely hard for my book of business, and my people will do for me or with me because they trust me. And I'd be damned if I'm just going to give somebody, free range to my customer list because they call say, hey man, we can do this, we can do that. No, you need to make sure that you're not dealing with swindlers. It's just like when we post these videos on YouTube and we post the videos in different social media. We have people that are leaving the comments, contact this person, contact that person. The reason why I delete that shit so quick is because I don't want my people going to another website thinking that I might be affiliated with you. So it's the way you got to screen certain things, because people come to me every year. And and I'm always leery in regards to when I first meet you. Hey man, no, I got these customers. Maybe I can give you a referral fee with all that kind of stuff. No, man, let's sit down and talk. Let me sit down and see if I got, how how you move, how you feel. Because again, the last thing I need to happen is somebody that been dealing with me for 10 or 15 damn years, because I'm worried about getting some damn commission from you, that you go there and they come to you and you swindle their ass. So you got to be very, very. That's one that doesn't. I mean, that's just a free nugget, guys, because a lot of times people look at partnerships and everything like, hey, this is access to getting certain information, certain new customers, certain money. That is true. But on the flip side of it is people will, you don't know if they move like you. And like I said, I'm very old school. I'm not saying people have to be like me, but I am saying that I want to make sure folks on the same pathway as far as, the commitment, the professionalism and stuff, the way I handle things. And you don't, again, that little small commission. And you start looking at a lifetime of earnings off one person. That little, whatever you got from them can hurt that. Got to be very, very careful. So that's just, side nugget with that. With that said, I'm going to do a quick screen share because, again, like I said, the course is ready to start your own tax business. We opened this up about a good year ago, a year or two ago, I think. I had finished it, but I hadn't made it public with that. But now we're pushing it and everything. We're going to be doing several other live feeds as well. So, 1 second, guys. Boom. Okay, cool. Right here, well, I have a screen showing up. Let's fix that. Put that little handsome brother in the corner. Boom. There we go. All right. Right now, you'll see this is the actual. We're going to the actual sales page. Like if you hit the link in the description section or the link that I just put in there on, start your own tax business course. This is it. You see that handsome fella right there. That's yours truly. Little information. The actual course is $8.99. That's the price for the course. And I'm going to go into it, show you all comes with the course and everything. But it's $8.99 for the course, but you can make 3 different payments of $397 monthly in regards to that. If you need any kind of other breakdown, feel free to reach out to us and everything. As always, all the contact information for us is located in the description section of each video. So if you go on the YouTube channel, remember you got to go to the YouTube channel, Mr. Short Dollar. Make sure you subscribe. In the description section, you'll see that as well. But you'll see right there, that's the link. The course is $8.99. You can make 3 payments of $397. If you want to break it up. But again, if you need further assistance as far as the breakup of the fees, it's just a matter of, shoot an email, give us a call at the office. All the contact information is in the description section of each video. And you'll see right here is introduction to how to start your own tax business, give you a little background information on it, let you know exactly what the course is about, and that's like a video I made in regards to the course. You feel free to make sure you check that out as well. And again, I made sure I over-deliver these some testimonies of people that had actually purchased the course and everything with that. Like some happy ladies that made some money. Pretty much what comes with the course, over 5 hours of video lessons, 10 bonus downloads. So again, with the bonus downloads, that's pretty much, I'm giving you guys, different diagrams in regards to, the flow chart of how the tax office should be ran, in regards to how marketing calendars from in season, off season, advertising calendars, in season, off season, training, listed, all kind of different information, with those bonus downloads. And hell, it's more than 10 items with that. It's probably about 30 different ones. Then we do have 10 training modules breaking down everything. And the support group is us. We offer year-round assistance in regards to, you have any additional information. Some of the basic topics that covered franchise independent. And I want to share something with you guys, with me in particular, from a franchise standpoint. I remember when I first started the business up, I was trying to debate on if I wanted to do the franchise or if I wanted to do, I'm sorry, apologize. If I wanted to do franchise or be totally independent. And one of the things that I caught myself with, that doesn't make me right, don't make me wrong, I'm just sharing this story with you guys. One of the things that I thought about was me, and I know how I hustled and moved. Would I be cool with giving somebody 20 to 25% of my money 3-5 years in? And I wasn't cool with that. That doesn't mean there's nothing wrong with going to get one. With me. But what we do is provide that information with you, and you can make an honest assessment from that. And if you need anything, any other additional advice or consulting in regards to how to choose or what to do, you can book you can again get that additional information from us there. we're extremely accessible in regards to being able to assist you to help you go forward with everything. Okay, go over business formations. If you want to do your LLCs, S corps, C corps, and S corps, what would be the best ways of going about it. One of the biggest misconceptions I think we've been pushed for the past couple of years. People look at it from a subchapter S corporation. How people are pushing you pay less money in taxes. Yes, you have to pay less money in taxes. But you're talking to an accountant here. Someone there is supposed to be a W-2 wage where they file a 941 quarterly taxes with the IRS. And it got to be what's called deemed by the IRS a reasonable wage. So really don't get so caught up in the videos, guys. Come to me, if you want to get an accountant, CPA, anybody like that, make sure you pay for credible advice instead of just people, especially when the decisions you make can have a very major impact on you, your business, and your pocketbook. Be very, very careful with that. Other thing we go over with the course, we go over daily, weekly, monthly, and quarterly routines that you need to be focusing on with the business from a marketing process and advertising standpoint. We also go over tax filing systems that help, from the actual e-filing, mailing, different other things you can do from different softwares and stuff, like going over those kind of system in regards to how to operate everything, again, brick and mortar, virtual, with doing that, how to run office, and how to maintain your staff, and all that stuff is set up. All that stuff set up. Even the different people they have in your tax office in regards to having certain people in place. If you want to have certain people, you're doing more than one thing, break them out individually. We go through all that stuff for the course. Go over forms and regulations, things like that. Remember, guys, like I said, we don't go over in the course about how to do the actual taxes, but the actual business stuff set up that is provided. And also tax firm advertising. Okay, let me get back here. I'm sorry. And like I say, it's easy, get free updates and store support, lifetime access. So it doesn't matter if you want to do the course this year, want to go back to it next year. All this stuff is here. Free updates, instructor support, lifetime access. Hey, watch from any device. So if you want to use it on your desktop, you want to use it on your iPad, you want to use it on your cell phone. It doesn't matter the device. It will be able to adjust to whatever whatever device that you're using it on. Okay, and remember, all you got to do is hit the thing to get started. Remember what I said again: $8.99 for the total course, or you can break it down in 3 payments of $397 a piece. Okay, and again, says that brother right there, yours truly. Some of the frequently asked questions you have here: will I get access to the course when I place my order? And as soon as you buy it, you have access to it. How long will I get access for? Like we just said, you got it for your whole life. So all that stuff is there, is interactive. Can I ask questions with the trainer? Absolutely. So all this stuff is accessible to you. iPad, computer, iPad, tablet, laptop, all that stuff is available to you, even your smartphone, okay? You can't lose, okay? Now what I want to share with you guys, just to go in a little bit more in depth, and feel free, guys, you got any questions or concerns, anything like that, feel free to ask. Let me see something right quick. I'm going to go into the course for a little bit. Booyah. Let me see. Make sure we got that in up running for you. Okay, now this right here, once you pay for the course, you got access to it. These are different modules that's on there. You see with module 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and different things, like we said, pros and cons of advertising. Just we go to one right quick here and go through the whole course with that. You have the templates and stuff like that. You have any question, anything, you just reach out and we're doing that. Like right here is another one, business firm advertising. We're going through it. You go through it, and in depth in regards to different channels, different vehicles you can use. Because remember what I said, guys, you can be in one region where everybody wants to listen to radio. Another one, you have to be putting information out on your phone or Google, social media. It varies. What you need to know is know the different choices you have available to you, and then find the best one. Remember, we say we work backwards from what the customer. What are they? Where are they? How they look like? How do they look? Where are they at? Where do they get their information from? And then we choose the channels to present it to them from now. But we go through all that information with you guys. Okay. Here's another one, tax firm routines, like we just said, from daily, quarterly, monthly basis and stuff. All that information shared with you guys with that. Plus, you got access to me anytime, okay? Anytime, okay? So, with that said, guys, I'm gonna open the floor up. If anybody got any questions or concerns in regards to, want to start your own tax business, anything like that, feel free to ask me now. I'm here. I'm accessible to you right now. We're doing it. Again, like I said, the course, we put a lot into it, and we make adjustments here and there if we get asked a question about something we might be missing or something running across my mind or even some kind of updates or changes, we do make those changes with it. But it's just a matter, again, just reach out to us and let us know. But does anybody have any questions or concerns about the course, information, or anything like that? Feel free. You got me online right now. Put the link in here one more time. And he shared some information about the YouTube channel, depending what platform. Remember, guys, the YouTube channel is Mr. Short Dollar, where we talk about personal finance. Personal finance, entrepreneurship, real estate investing, and business. We have over 700 videos on the YouTube channel. We got an active grant playlist with over 150 grant opportunities. We actually dropped 2 different grant videos today with that, man. So, videos in regards to women entrepreneurs, veterans, $20,000 grant a couple days ago, a $10,000 grant today, and there's a $100,000 Black Beauty and Black Beauty grant where covering people in business that have dealing with black hair, black skin, makeup artists as well. Make sure you go to Mr. YouTube channel, Mr. Short Dollar YouTube channel. Take advantage of all the great information is there. Make sure you subscribe, hit that $sign in the bottom right hand corner, and also hit that bell to get a notification each time we upload a new video. Let's see what we get. Okay, I don't see anybody, having any questions or concerns. If you came in like later into it, or even on the other platforms, be it Instagram or TikTok, make sure you go to Mr. Short Dollar on YouTube and check the video out in its whole entirety. What's up, DJ Lab? See, my brother Lab came in. Just go there and check out the video in its whole entirety. And if you got a question or anything pop in your head, then just leave it in the comment section. I promise you I'll get back with you, and I'll answer your questions from there. So I'm going to do several other videos in regards to that. It was just the intro and everything. I'll probably do another intro video, but also talking to you guys about, pricing your tax business, personality traits you need, different kind of structures that you may have. So do a couple of fees here and there to push the product and everything. GGS private consultation. Absolutely. If you look in the description section of each video, again, now if you got the course, we offer that as well in addition to the actual consultation. But if you just need straight consultation, in the description section of each video, you'll see right there and there you want to book an appointment for consultation. Everything's right there. Okay, so that's in every video that we post on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Instagram and TikTok doesn't let us interface with the live feed, but again, you just do a Google search on Mr. Short Dollar. We definitely can get you there. Nancy Stewart, interested, appreciate you live today. Hey, I appreciate you. Hey, no problem. I appreciate you guys tuning in. And remember, guys, we're gonna do other videos, but definitely, guys, we did the show we did last Thursday in regards to just breaking down insurance. We got a lot of great informative information on the YouTube channel. So a lot of times people look at it because we have a lot of traction when people come to us about grants and things like that. But you guys know I've had a studio, I had an entertainment company, I had a salon for 17 years, and really outside of most of the business I've had, we've done pretty well except the studio because I really just didn't know what the hell I was doing. But I'm always transparent. I can share with people what I did right, what I did wrong, what I probably could have did differently. With a lot of situations. But it's tax business, again, Majestic. You can do the Google search on the business. I got 5-star ratings. It might be 4.9. Somebody might be a little bit unsatisfied. But it's 20-some years in the game. And I don't think you stay in any kind of business 20-some years in the game, especially being a Black-owned business and being a business that deals with people's finances and money and their personal information. You don't stay in business that long doing shady stuff, right? You don't do that. So, again, that's one of the biggest things. I can stand on that. I ain't sitting there talking about what, giving hypotheticals, what you can to do. I don't think there are many more people like making money more than I do. But the thing about it, I like, being able to go to bed at night and sleeping. So I'm not a big proponent of doing stuff the slick way or whatever like that. Anybody knows me know I stand on everything that I do, and I'm always going to teach you guys the right way to do it. So if I'm putting out a product to you guys or service to you guys, believe you me, there's I've went over it several times and everything. And again, we're constantly adjusting certain things to it and stuff like that. But I definitely believe if you're interested in getting in tax preparation business, you actually want to make sure it's sustainable and successful and everything. That course will benefit you immensely with doing it. Plus, again, we give that follow up, coaching with everything to make sure that you're heading in the right direction. If you hit any kind of stumble or pitfall with everything, okay, you're quite welcome, Gigi. You're quite welcome. And I appreciate you guys tuning in. I don't know. I had some computer issues earlier today, and I don't know what the hell was going on, but we got on the right track. I missed happy hour, but because I meant to do this live feed a little early in the day, but everything works out. I was able to get everybody in and stuff like that. So I'm super happy everybody was able to come in and stuff. I'm looking at all the different other platforms, except the guy with his shirt off on TikTok. Everything been pretty smooth, pretty smooth tonight. But definitely, guys, make sure you check. Go to the hit the link. Just put in the live, but also go in every video. The link to the course is in the description section of each video. So if you missed it or whatever, any video that I have, you will see the link there and a link to everything. That's all our social media platforms, all our business link with Majestic, and also the number. Here we got a number to the office there. So you got a question you want to call and everything. And don't start calling all day long asking, stuff that have nothing to do with, business related and anything like that. Because that's happened. But definitely, we're extremely, I say that to say we're extremely accessible. If you guys got any questions, concerns, anything like that being with the tax business, that being with the course, that being with consulting, or you got some things that you may, want to know about what we have with the channel, feel free to call, right? Anybody that knows me, I'm extremely accessible with doing that. And that's been, I think, a pivotal part of our growth over the years and everything. So listen, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Y'all be safe. Again, we'll be back with you soon and everything. Love you all. Make sure you go to the YouTube channel, Mr. Short Dollar on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Take care of all the great information. Share the channel also. But take advantage of all the great information that's currently on the channel and all the great information that's coming down the pike. Take care of yourself again. Love you, and I'll talk with you soon.